Greetings, everyone out there on the World Wide Well. I'm Dave Householder, and I'm very blessed to be your Bible teacher. And today we're going to start on a very special psalm, Psalm number 119, which is the longest chapter in the entire Bible. It's actually a little hymn book, and there's 22 songs in it. And these 22 songs, each one corresponds to one of the letters in the Hebrew alphabet. There's 22 letters in their alphabet, 26 in the English alphabet. And each song, for instance, Aleph, Beit, Gimel, the different letters, the first three letters, A, B, C, Aleph, Beit, Gimel. The first song, every line starts with Aleph. The second song, every line starts with Beit, which is really kind of cool. So it's a beautifully crafted jewel of a psalm. And it's a love song for the law or the Torah. Now, by Torah, I don't mean law in the bad sense. And those of us with Lutheran background often see law as a real negative thing as opposed to gospel. And law, Torah, is actually guidance. And this is a love song to the guidance in the Bible. The word Torah has its roots in archery practice. So you practice and you get better at making the mark and not missing the mark quite as often as you have. And so we look at guidance, wisdom, external wisdom, Hebrew chokhmah, internal bina, turning chokhmah into bina. That's kind of our life goal, and to make external wisdom internal wisdom. And the Bible is external wisdom. It's outside of us. And by reading it, we bring it into us. And by staying in the Word a lot, it gives us guidance. And during difficult times like this pandemic, it's super important to have a guiding light, a guiding path, something to help us make decisions. Because the truth is, people in the Bible live through things a lot worse than anything we're going through right now. So this is a book written by people who are familiar with challenges. So let me just read you a couple of really great verses here. Psalm 119, verse 14. And I'm reading from the Passion Translation, TPT, which is just a fabulous new translation. I find more joy in following what you tell me to do than in chasing after all the wealth in the world. And for a lot of us, many of us listening today, many of you listening today, have completely lost your income or a big part of it, or your investments are doing who knows what, and you really have a sense of, where's this going? Do I have to put off my retirement? Am I even going to be able to retire? And it's easy to get real anxious about money right now, but during times like this, when money's uncertain, there's one thing that is certain, and that's God's guidance, which got the people of the Bible through all kinds of stuff, and God's guidance will get us through things here too. Verse 17, let me, your servant, walk in abundance of life, that I may always live to obey your truth. Open my eyes to see the miracle wonders hidden in your word. And we're going through the Word together, you and I, on a daily basis. And we're continuing to find those miracle wonders in the Word. And that's going to animate our life during this very challenging time. Verse 25, Lord, I'm fading away. I'm discouraged and lying in the dust. We kind of get that way after watching the news a lot right now. It's very depressing because I'm not saying the stuff in the news isn't real. There's a lot of bad stuff going on out there, but the truth is fear sells. And putting a fear spin on everything grabs people's attention, and that's how they make money. I used to be in media. I know all about that. They used to say, if it bleeds, it leads. That's what you lead with, and that's really a shame, but it's true. And it can really crush us. I'm fading away. I'm discouraged and lying in the dust. Revive me by your word, your guidance, your Torah, just like you promised you would. Verse number 28, my life's strength melts away with grief and sadness. Come strengthen me and encourage me with your words. Now, this isn't the kind of law that's a burden. This is the kind of law that's a real joy. Verse number 45, I will walk with you in complete freedom, for I seek to follow your every command. And we think of the law as restrictive, but the law is really like a couple of railroad tracks that allow a train to go really fast, and even like a bullet train sometimes. It gives us direction. If that freight train was on the freeway, it wouldn't be able to go anywhere. It can't even steer. So rails give us actual speed and momentum in life. In all my affliction, verse 50, I find great comfort in your promises, for they have kept me alive. So join me in this little journey through Psalm 119. We're going to do another 50 or so verses tomorrow. And just be blessed by finding joy in God's guidance. Let's do that together. Take care.